After a few days of what seemed to be a bit of a drought, I think we have a few good ones to talk about. So let's begin. German course teaches migrants how to flirt with women. A German education center is teaching migrants how to approach and get acquainted with local women. Asylum seekers learn at the classes that no means no, along with basic hygiene rules. You know, that stuff you usually teach a toddler. How do we speak to German women is the question sex therapist Christian Zek has to commonly deal with at the classes with migrants. Zek works with the Pro Familia Center, specializing in sexuality, partnership, and family planning. It is funded by donations as well as government subsidies, aka taxes. Today, several Pro Familia outlets teach young migrants how to approach a woman in a country they want to call home now. The class is in Ingolstadt, Newburg, and Eichstätt are meant for those who speak German at least at a basic level. Great. Just so you know, they can understand anything. The majority don't have a clue how to approach the opposite sex in this country, Zek says. Yeah, we kinda noticed. The proper flirting behavior is being sharpened with the help of Zek's female aide Jenny, who talks to young migrants and comments on how they perform. The girl gives tips on how to behave, such as proceed slowly, step by step, don't be too pushy, and don't jump on a woman because you like her. Yeah, they do seem to need that one. At the end of the training, Zek makes a point stressing again that a no is only a no. After that, the participants get a reminder card dedicated to sexual hygiene. Again, those basics. Today I learned to speak decently, said Sadek from Somalia, who has been living in Germany for 2 years but only now just attended an integration class. 2 years. How reassuring on the speed of integration. Great job, Germany, great job on that. Still, according to his observation, as in Zek's, some 10 to 20% of refugees have a pejorative image of women. You don't say. Is it really 20%? Or is it just 20% that admitted to it? Give me a break. In the meanwhile, 1 dead, 3 injured. Man reportedly shouts Allah is great, stabs people at train station in Munich. A man who allegedly killed at least 1 person and injured 3 more at the train station, the town of Grafing near Munich, while reportedly shouting Allahu Akbar, had no Islamist motive, officials said, adding the suspect won't stand trial as he has mental health issues. Well, I might agree with the officials here. If you subscribe to an ideology that tells you to murder people around you, you do have mental health issues. The incident took place early on Tuesday. German media cited local witnesses who claimed that the knife-wielding man started attacking people at the station, shouting Allahu Akbar and infidels. He was arrested on the spot. 3 people are injured, 1 is in critical condition, 1 is dead. Now, they continue to claim there are no Islamist motives. However, regardless if he was radicalized or self-radicalized, like some people that get pulled into the whole radical movement to the internet, I think he had motives, regardless of what a junkie he might have been. And you know, political correctness. Most important. Oh boy. In all honesty, I kind of lack ideas on what to say about this stuff. I want to be witty and funny about it, but there's just been so much of it that I just can't. I can't. When I read stuff like this over and over, I just want to bang my head against my desk. That's the only thing I want to do. Because this is just so... it's beyond description. When I read about this going on and things like this happening time after time, the only thing I feel like doing is this. That's what you're making me do. That's what you're making me do. Maybe we'll do better with the next one. Delicious and juicy Erdogan burgers off the menu. Threats for the German eatery to close. Now, a restaurant in Cologne that was selling delicious and juicy Erdogan burgers, apparently named after the Turkish president, was forced to close over credible threats it had received, the eatery said. The burgers had only been on sale in the urban burger restaurant since April. Delicious, juicy, and the next big thing is the Erdogan Burger, was the intriguing announcement on the restaurant's Facebook page. It weighs more than any kebab. The tasty and delicious Erdogan burgers were served with goat cheese, the restaurant said, apparently referring to the German TV satirist Jan Bowerman's poem implicating Recep Tayyip Erdogan in alleged sex acts with goats and a proclivity for child pornography. Erdogan and later German Chancellor Merkel found the poem insulting. Bormann now faces persecution under a rarely used law that punishes those who insult foreign dignitaries. Rarely used is one thing. Developed back when Germany was Prussia and had a Kaiser is another. But yeah, this is the difference on who you elect and how they run a country. Erdogan doesn't like a poem about him, he gets your chancellor to put that guy on trial. Last time he wanted something from Russia and sent his ambassador to announce that. Putin told him to go to hell. No, it's not a joke, and no, I'm not making this up, it's a recorded quote. He literally told the ambassador to tell Erdogan he can go to hell. Do you feel the difference? Now, back to the meat. The burger proved to be popular and the story was covered by local news. On May 1st, it even had to close for the day as it had run out of the delicious offerings. Shortly after the appetizing Erdogan burgers appeared on the eater's menu, the preparators announced the closure of the restaurant until further notice. Due to concrete threats and in particular calls by Erdogan supporters to come to our restaurant, we can no longer guarantee the safety of our workers. Yeah? I mean, let's call it peaceful terrorism, because it's what it is. It's just disgusting. I feel disgusted for Western Europe, even though I don't bloody come from there, that it's letting stuff like this happen to its citizens. It's allowing a friggin' foreign dictator president bully its own citizens. How? How? Why don't you do something about it? Why don't you stand up? I don't understand it. It's quite frankly beyond my mind. Why do you keep bending over for this dickhead? Why don't you just change the friggin' European Union into Turkey all over and let him rule? He's doing it almost anyway. Yeesh. In the meanwhile, in the UK, British mosques ban women from Facebook traveling alone or wearing trousers. So you know, a burger is friggin' offensive, but this can go on. It's perfectly fine. Mosques across the UK have ordered Muslim women to stop wearing trousers, living in the house without permission from their husbands, or using Facebook in new controversial rules published by various Muslim organizations and associations. The documents caused anger among anti-extremism campaigners and moderate Muslims who called the rules outdated. Well, at least you did that. And totally wrong interpretations of Islam according to a report from the Times. Good that not everyone is brainwashed yet. Ironically, it's Muslims. The Green Lane Masjid in Birmingham banned women from wearing trousers even in front of their husbands as they show details of her body, while Blackburn's Central Mosque said women should delete their Facebook accounts to protect them against evil. You know what? I think it's the first time I'll agree with the Imam about something. Facebook is kinda evil. I'm sure we think that for different reasons, but yeah, why not? Oh boy. The mosque cited a quote from the Quran about the sin of alcohol to justify its instance against the vicious network of Facebook. Not quite alcohol. Alcohol doesn't censor you and doesn't buddy up with certain chancellors. The Blackburn Muslim Association, which is an affiliate of the Muslim Council of Britain, an umbrella body representing 500 mosques, even went as far as to say Muslim women should not leave the house without their husband's permission and should be accompanied with a male chaperone, also known as a moram, or however you pronounce it. Similarly, a mufti from Croydon Mosque and Islamic Center said a woman should seek her husband's permission when leaving the house and should not do so without his knowledge. The same mosque called abortion a great sin and described modeling as immoral acts. Okay. What is this? Saudi Arabia? International Development Secretary Justine Greenberg said that the travel ban on women was disgraceful and urged Blackburn Muslim Association to withdraw the comments. So what if they withdraw it? They already said it. It's not gonna erase it from history. But you know what? The thing is, it's okay for them to talk about things like banning women from going out of the house without permission or a chaperone. It's okay for them ordering women to delete their social media accounts. It's okay for banning them from wearing trousers. That's all okay. That's absolutely fine speech. It's perfectly okay. All dandy. While at the same time, yes, I'm going to dare to play a bit of this video because I think Paul Joseph Watson of all people isn't going to DMCA me for using a little snippet of his show.
28-year-old Marcus Meacham was arrested for hate crimes after posting this joke video of his girlfriend's dog reacting to Nazi slogans.
My girlfriend is always ranting and raving about how cute and adorable her wee dog is, and so I thought I would turn them into the least cute thing that I could think of, which is a Nazi. Buddha, do you want to gas the juice? Gas the juice? Jews. See, Kyle. Jews.
So, it's okay to publicly call for discrimination, deleting of accounts, demanding male chaperones for women, but making a video about a dog being supposedly a Nazi, as if a dog is capable of political ideology. UK? I applaud you. You have simply reached the peak of absurd by this point. Yeah. Calling for discrimination, totally okay. Joke video about a dog, get a police visit and get arrested. It makes me lack words. But you know what? All this isn't the most important news of the week. No, it's just not, because according to BuzzFeed, the most important thing going on now is not arresting people for dog videos. It's not non-Muslim refugees being abused in refugee centers. It's not foreign dictators demanding the persecution of satire and jokes, or hamburgers for that matter. It's not using public money to fund flirting classes for migrants. The most important thing is, yes, BuzzFeed and the next installment in them getting a tizzy over some chick in Walking Dead who happened to be a lesbian getting killed. They dedicate a whole article with animated GIFs to show how angry they are a screenplay writer killed off a character. That's the most important thing happening in the world right now. Yep. BuzzFeed. It will always tell you what's the important thing.